Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on Bloxstrike. Today I'm going to show you how to get your game looking from this to this. So without further ado, let's jump right into things. So the first thing I do when I join this game is lower my graphics. Even though this game looks absolutely amazing with maximum graphics on, it is absolutely not recommended for the best performance. So what I do is I set my graphics to 4, and there is a reason why I set this to 4 and not to 3, and that is because of the skins. So if I were to grab a skin with PBR textures like this, it looks very nice, it's very detailed, but if you set this to 3, that's going to disable the PBR textures and will make the skin look like this instead, which is not really what I like. Sure, it can save some performance, but I'd rather have some cool looking skins over a little bit of extra performance. So yeah, that's how I keep that. Next up is the most requested that I've seen in my comment section, and that is the Crosshair. And I will have to say a huge shout out to Masiax for giving me this crosshair because it is actually his. So to adjust the crosshair, press N on your keyboard to go back to the menu and click the cogwheel on the top right of the screen. From there, you can go to game, scroll down, and this is where you'll find the crosshair section. Change the crosshair style from classic to classic static. From here, you're going to disable all of these options. Change the length to 3, thickness to 2, gap to 0.5, outline on, set that to 1, and then the color is entirely up to yours, but I use teal because I like that color and I think it's very visible. The alpha I have on, but you can disable it, doesn't really matter. T-cell is off. I don't use the crosshair color for scope dot. I don't really think it's that important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up is the view model. I get this requested a lot as well, and this is what we're going to do for the view model. Same process as before. Go to game, scroll down until you get to the view model section. For the X offset, I use 3.2. The Y offset, I use -1.1, and the Z offset -7.5. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into the HUD settings. It's pretty much the same deal. You just go to the game settings, scroll all the way to the top if you're at the bottom, and right here in the HUD section, I use the scale 1, the color red, override spectating HUD color is on, glow weapon with rarity, I turn that off. That way, the icons in the HUD on the right have the same color. I really prefer it that way. I don't know why, I just think it looks a lot cleaner. And obviously I have enabled game instructor messages off. If you don't know what that is essentially the plant here, reload, etc. pop-ups. Now the last thing I changed in this game is the ragdolls, and that is in the video settings. I have global shadows on, etc. I don't know if these are functional yet, but I did disable muzzle flash and ragdolls, but I don't know if the muzzle flash works yet. Yeah, but that is pretty much all of my settings in Bloxstrike. If you also want to know my sense is 400 DPI and I'm using 0.12 in Roblox. If you thought this video was helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Maybe share it with some friends. Yeah, peace guys.